Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am of course your host Aaron, and today of course we are going to review Monday Night Raw of June 24th, 2024. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. So Monday Night Raw started off great with Drew McIntyre coming out, but first they announced that Pat McAfee was not going to be on commentary because he was out for some undisclosed reason. That spot was taken over by The Miz, who accompanied Michael Cole on commentary. Drew McIntyre then explained, hey, who gives a shit that I beat up CM Punk? Not me! I told you I was gonna hurt him, and that is what I did. And then we found out what Drew McIntyre took off of CM Punk's wrist last week on SmackDown. It was a band that said AJ Lee and his dog Larry, which Drew McIntyre disrespected Larry the dog. Not cool, Drew. Not cool. This feud is heating up, and that heat, because of that dog comment, whoa, it set the fans on fire. The first match that we got to have this week was Ludwig Kaiser, my man, versus Bron Breakker. A little revenge Bron Breakker wanted for last week, and Ludwig Kaiser as well for getting speared by Bron Breakker. As we know, this is all including with the Intercontinental title match, and Sheamus and Sami Zayn. This match was incredible. It was a big back and forth. You know, you always think that Bron Breakker is going to break the shit out of his opponent, which normally he does. But Ludwig, my man, even though he's using little cheap shots and a couple rib kicks, he did great. It came out to win to Sheamus, came from the stands and hit Ludwig Kaiser with the knee to the face as Ludwig was running around to try to smash Bron Breakker's head into the steel steps like he tried on Sheamus. As Sheamus was trying to powerbomb Ludwig up in the air, Bron Breakker got up and speared Sheamus. So it was a spear powerbomb combo. Everyone was down except Bron Breakker. Later on in the show, I'm just going to skip a little bit ahead. Bron Breakker went down in Pierce's office, was like, listen, I'm tired of this shit. Everybody's interfering in my match. I'm going to have to murder people unless you give me my Intercontinental title shot. There was Sami Zayn standing in the doorway, and he said, you know what? You want this title? Wee. This guy said, you want this shot? You want a title match? You got one at Money in the Bank. I don't know what's going to happen there, folks. I think Bron Breakker may walk out the Intercontinental Champion. That is just my theory, and I am sticking to it. And I'm not saying my Austin theory. So then we have a triple threat women's Money in the Bank qualifying match between Laura Valkyrie, Kairi Sane, and Shayna Baszler. I'm just going to tell you who won in a nutshell. Laura Valkyrie. This girl cannot do any wrong. Her in-ring skills are impeccable. She's really good. Shayna Baszler did get a lot of offense in. Of course, she didn't get pinned. Kairi Sane did get pinned in the end. I like Kairi Sane. She came out, you know, in her pirate outfit, sort of. I would love for her to go back to that pirate getup. She had the eye patch. She wasn't wearing the eye patch, but I saw it on the side, so that was looking pretty decent. She had some crazy elbow drops, the insane elbow, or whatever the hell they want to call it. Damage Control, I'm sure, is going to be pissed off that she lost. You know, Sky's going to be mad as shit, so I don't want to be Kairi Sane right now. And then we have Liv Morgan, who came out and basically was calling out Dominic Mysterio. Early in the show, Judgment Day got all these gifts, a TV, a console system, WWE 2K24, and Damian Priest wasn't happy about it, but she was trying to call out Dom and be like, yo, listen, you need to come out here and just acknowledge that you love me. Out came Selena Vega and said everything that I said you guys last week. You haven't put your title up, Liv. You're a chump. You're obsessed with Dominic Mysterio. How about you put your title on the line against me tonight? Then out came Dominic Mysterio, who said, oh, I'm here to help you get the title off Liv so Rhea Ripley can get it when it comes. Like, this was moronic and stupid. It's just really dumb. And then Rey Mysterio came in to kind of equal the balance of the two guys. I don't know. Came down to, you know, Zelina Vega now has a women's championship match next week. That's all I got from this. And the angle with Dom and Liv continues on. All right, the next match that we had was a qualifying match for the men's Money in the Bank. As you know, last week, Chad Gable, of course, got killed. But this week, he's all better. They tried to get a couple of interviews before the match. He didn't want to talk about it. he actually pulled off the victory over Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed. Judgment Day, of course, came down to beat up Braun Strowman, distracted him, pulled him out of the ring, and Bronson Reed was in the ring laying down. I don't really know what happened. I was a little bit distracted. I was rating tonight. And Gable did like a splash, pulled off the victory. Then all of a sudden, pew, 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 pew. Lights came out, Nikki Cross came out, and she basically crawled in the ring. Chad Gable ran away and gave Michael Cole a little box. Chad Gable ran to the back, knocked on the Alpha Academy's door, was like, yo, I'm so sorry, please take me back. They're like, nah, dog, you broke our hearts, we're not taking you. And then it was the Creed brothers who came in like, yo, Chad, we saw what happened last week. Do you need some help? And he's like, yeah, I need some help. I'm not going to explain this. I'll just go real quick into this. The videotape or the box that was given to Michael Cole had a videotape, a VHS. On the VHS was just a conversation between Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt's brother, Bo Dallas, where he was saying how much he missed Bray, that he passed away. The segment actually fell really flat for me. I didn't care for it. I'm not really cool with all this supernatural shit. It's really dumb. There was a women's tag team match. I know I'm running out of time. I really apologize. It was Alba Fire and Dawn versus Chance and Carter. They lost. The tag team women's champions, Dawn and Fire, won. I don't know what to tell you about that. It was really boring. I wasn't really impressed. Damian Priest had a in-ring segment. He called out Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins came to the ring, and basically there was a new stipulation added to their Money in the Bank match. If Seth Rollins wins, Damian Priest leaves Judgment Day, and if Damian Priest wins, Seth Rollins will never challenge for the World Championship as long as Damian Priest holds the title. Out came Gunther for an awful promo, the worst promo I've ever heard from Gunther in a long time. And he's like, it don't matter who wins, you know, you got to face me, and you guys are going to lose against me at SummerSlam. Oh God, Gunther, you ruined it. That ruined it for me, for you. Now I'm starting to think that you might be all chops. Next match was Kofi Kingston versus Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross trying to get Xavier Woods out of New Day. But I don't understand, even though Karrion Kross picked up the victory over Kofi Kingston, AOP was beating the shit out of Woods. Like, what the hell, man? If he's beating the shit out of Woods, why the hell would you leave Kofi to come with the crew that's beating the shit out of you? It just reminds me of Daniel Bryan and the Wyatt family crap, and that actually went nowhere and lasted about a day because the crowd hated it. Earlier in the show, I forgot, I guess I should have mentioned this somewhere along the lines, they set up a tag team match between the Awesome Truth versus Judgment Day, JD McDonough, and Finn Balor. Earlier in the night, Liv Morgan talked to R-Truth and finagled their way into getting Judgment Day a tag team title shot for the night. During the match, everything was going good for the Awesome Truth. Then all of a sudden, Liv Morgan had to come out. She distracted R-Truth, knocked his neck on the ring rope. Finn Balor pulled up with the kick in the corner. The coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. We have new tag team champions, Judgment Day, as Liv Morgan weasels her way into Judgment Day and Dom's heart. And now there was a little bit of tension earlier in the night too, when she was seen coming out of the Judgment Day locker room, and Finn Balor was the only one in there when Damian Priest walked in. This thing's getting way out of hand, and guess what? I don't care. Now let's give them ups and downs. So, WWE Monday Night Raw, you are getting it down. I'm sorry, you are getting it down. Though Drew McIntyre gave me a big grin on my face with the CM Punk segment, that could not save the show. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time when we talk about more things, more stuff, and of course, more of me. See you later. Bye.